I am leaning so far down in my chair because of this angle. So it is the 20th of January, so it is the day before Onyx Storm comes out, and I am panic watching every single podcast video I could find that can tell me any information about Iron Flame. I remember the gist of what happens, but I don't remember details, and I don't obviously have time to reread it. I don't know why I didn't really fancy doing a reread. I've reread Fourth Wing before, so I feel like I have a good... I know what happens in that, but Iron Flame, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna try and watch and find anything I can, because I would like to start it tomorrow when I get it. How am I feeling day before release? I am excited. Watching some like recap videos and things like that are getting me more excited about the plot, what's gonna happen. There's some things that people are saying as fact, which I wasn't aware was fact. Apparently, Violet does know that Xaden is now a Venom. I need to reread the end because I didn't get that. I thought he was a Venom. I didn't realize she knew he was a Venom. I need to reread the end because I'm confused. That was the only major thing that was like, what? So yeah, I'm excited. I'm also scared. I'm not gonna lie. The whole Xaden is a Venom storyline is really throwing me off. Really throwing me off. I don't know where that's gonna take us. And I'm scared. I'm not as like antsy to get into the next book as I was to get into Iron Flame. Maybe it feels like it's been a lot longer for me since I last read it. I mean, it has. It's been about a year and it was only a few months last time. Those are my thoughts. I'm going to continue to watch everything I can because I need all the information I can get. But I think the next time I'll see you will be when I have Onyx Storm in my hands. Hello, everybody. It is the 21st of January. It's about 5:30. This just came through my door. Note to self. If you are really excited about a book release, don't pre-order it on Amazon. Go pick it up. Go pick it up day of. I have been waiting for this book all day. Whoa, wait, I actually wasn't prepared to see that. So before we... Whoa, why are there so many words on these pages? Jesus Christ, there's no need. I think we've decreased the font again. I think we decreased it in Iron Flame and I think we've decreased it again. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay. Hello. It is 10:30 and I've just started in the last 15 minutes reading. Probably just gonna read the first chapter or two, the prologue and the first chapter, I think. So far, all I can say is that I love this world, I love these characters, and I'm very excited to be back in this book. I actually feel almost like better than I did last time reading Iron Flame, because when I started Iron Flame, I felt like I was expecting like fireworks to go off or something, and then it didn't, and even though I really loved it, I was like slightly underwhelmed just because of my own like... I thought I was just going to devour it in 2 seconds, and you can't devour a 600-page book in 2 seconds. It's not possible. I'm happy to take as long as I need to like read this however I like want to, do you know what I mean? Which feels nice. It feels relaxing to just like be able to just enjoy. So I'm sat here enjoying. I know that we're gonna get a lot of chaos. That's what's coming, but can we just like not? Could maybe Xaden, because Xaden's obviously a Venom now, and he's like low-level Venom, and he's like more than likely gonna get more Venom before he gets not as Venom. Do you know what I'm saying? Just do like, what's her name? Caroline from Vampire Diaries. She immediately was a fantastic vampire. Self-control out the wazoo. Don't know why that's the term I chose. Maybe Xaden will just be a really, really good Venom, like a really, really controlled Venom, and he will just be chill. A girl can dream. But yeah, I'm gonna probably finish this chapter and then try and go to bed, have an early night, and go back to reading tomorrow. It is now 10:30. I'm going to bed, clearly. On page 30, I think I'm like halfway through chapter 3, so I really didn't read anything today. And I don't think I'm really going to sit and read anything right now. I might just try and finish this chapter. If I'm not like in a book and like really want to read it, there's not really much of an occasion to read it through the day, you know what I mean? Me and my mum started season 5 of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I think it's season 5. It's been airing for a while, but we like to watch like 3 episodes a night, so we've left it. But first 3 episodes, fantastic. But obviously that didn't give me any time to read Onyx Storm. But yeah, I just kind of need to get into it. Once I'm into it, I'll probably want to pick it up more, but I'm not there yet, so. Hello! Hello! It's Saturday. I'm making granola. You can hear the oven for my dad. And yeah, I didn't film anything else this week because I didn't really read much of Onyx Storm this week. It's just like so typical. The entire day that it was coming out, I think it came out Tuesday, I was like, like watching the package like on Amazon, like when's it gonna get here, and then I just haven't been reading it. I've just had a busy week. So I am 50 pages in right now. I'm in the middle of a chapter. I'm gonna try and get through a lot more today. I don't have anything that I need to do other than I need to walk my dog. Why did I say walk and then spell out the dog? That was not, I meant the other way around. Walk my dog. So far, feelings of the book, obviously I'm not far in, but 50 pages is like, you know, enough. It's not hooked me, but I think it's got more to do with me than the book. I just don't know if I'm really like in the mood to read it, but I still want to, you know what I mean? Like I want to read it because it's the new release and I want to know what happens before spoilers and stuff come out. So I just think I need to get into it, and hopefully there will be a point when it's like, oh my god, I need to keep reading. Fingers crossed. Read like a chapter upstairs and half of a chapter, and I enjoyed that. So hopefully today we can get into this a bit more. I'm debating whether or not to get the audiobook. Usually with a book like this, like a new release that I'm really excited about, I won't get the audiobook on first listen. I'll do like a reread on the audiobook. But since I'm walking my dog, since I'm going to take Halen for a walk, it might be nice to listen to that while I do that. Yeah, I'm gonna go finish making this granola, then probably take Halen, then try and sit down and read. Are we kidding? Why did no one want to let me know that the cutest little doggy in the world was in my bedroom? Just lying here, and he's giving me the side eye because I'm annoying him. Okay, but Halen, we're gonna go. Are we gonna go? I'm not gonna tell you yet, actually, because I need to get myself sorted, but we are gonna go. You excited? High five. Yeah. Oh, whoa, Hayden's nearly knocked me down. Okay, before we go, Hayden, we just need to have a quick little chinwag about this book. I know who Holden is. I know that he is the prince, like Arik's brother. And there's something with him and Violet. Do we know what that something is? Because I don't know if I know what that something is. Like, is it a thing of like, we know that there's something happened there and there's like weird tension, weird vibes? Or do we know what that weird vibe's about? Because I'm thinking like, did they date or something? Or does she just hate him? Like, what is it? Okay, I'm gonna put my shoes on. So me and Hayden can go. Because it's like 1 o'clock, isn't it, Halen? Hayden usually goes for his WOKs very early in the morning, don't you? Are we gonna go? Do you want to go on a walk? I haven't taken Halen on a walk since before Christmas. Well, that's not true. When we were in France, obviously I did, but I haven't taken him on a walk around home, like here, since before Christmas. So, you're confused, aren't you? Let's go. Should we go? Yeah. I don't know if this is a me thing or if this is a Rebecca Yarros too many characters thing, but I really am struggling to remember who everyone is. Like, not just like the students, because there's so many students, and then there's the flyers, the riders, and then we have like the teachers, but then also the people who are in charge. Oh, it's just so many people. Who is who's on whose side, I don't know. Okay, just listen to chapter 8. Do we have any like concrete information regarding Colonel Atos's height? Because based off his behaviour, I'm going to put him at a steady 4'10". That chapter was crazy. I don't know what's going on. We obviously know that he is involved. Oh my god, is that a dog or is that a deer? A dog. That means people are coming. I'll explain more later. Okay, back from my walk so we can discuss what I was saying about what's his name? Colonel Atos, Dane's dad. What a little bitch. What a little bitch. Basically, I mean, if you're watching this, you should know, because you shouldn't be watching this if you don't know what happens, but just for context, Atos has basically just had a massive bitch fit. He has thrown all his toys out the pram because Violet was so smart as to, like, they basically changed the wards so that the flyers could access their magic within the wards. Obviously, that was a little bit risky because if something happens and the wards like come down again, then it's risky business, but it worked. And extra smart because she did it within the time that they were about to sign off pardons for all of them for when they left Navarra to go to Erasia. They literally signed pardons for them for everything they'd done, so that was included. Really smart. Atos, Colonel Atos, literally flips his fucking shit because he is now in charge of Basgaith, the War College. I think he's general something, but I know that he's in charge of the War College now. He's basically like, I think, taken over Violet's mum's job, but he's not part of like the group of people who decide the laws and shit, so he wasn't part of that decision. And he was like, no way are you gonna not be punished, I am gonna punish you bitches. And Violet was basically like, let's be so honest with ourselves. You need to look in the mirror and you need to acknowledge the fact that I am the baddest bitch in this entire college. I am a lightning wielder, first off, which I am the only one who can kill Venom, just out of my own soul and hands and such things. Also, my dragons are just like the sickest dragons anyone could ever ask for, and I have 2. So we all know that like you can't do anything to me. It's just not even realistic. So like, what is this discussion about? That was the kind of the vibe. And Atos was just giving. So what he decided to do, because he was like, I might not be able to blah blah blah, but I can control all your friends, so I'm gonna punish all your friends because I don't like you. Also, bear in mind, Atos was trying to kill Violet last book, like sending assassins for her. That can't be legal, whatever. So what he did is he sent them all to, can't remember what it's called, but it's like the lookout that Xaden was stationed at in the last book. Just sent all of the students there because he's allowed to do that. But it makes no sense to do that. So I'm just kind of sit here wondering what his fucking issue is. He seems very obviously evil, but I also wouldn't be surprised if he isn't on Venon's side, if it's honestly just his ego. I wouldn't be shocked if it was that, like, he can't see past his own ego. Yeah. That's where we are. There's something wrong with Tell me why. I have one of my most anticipated books of the year. I've been waiting for this book for so long and I cannot get myself to read it. It's not even like I'm not enjoying it. I'm like 80 pages in actually. That's a decent chunk in. I'm 80 pages in. It's not bad by any means. I'm not like disappointed. I just don't care to read it. What is wrong with me? I decided I'm going to read one chapter. And if I want to continue, then I can. But we're just going to read one chapter. Who is Maze? This is frustrating me. I don't know who anyone is. Maze is a dragon who is mates. Did they say mates for the dragons? Mated? Well, she's in a relationship, a long-term relationship with another person's dragon. I don't know whose though. I'm gonna infer that it is maybe Atos's, General Atos, because she relayed an order, but I don't know for sure. And it's like, what? I can't get into the story when I'm like, who the fuck is Maze? Too many characters, too many dragons, because for every character there's a dragon. That's double the amount of characters I need to remember. I'm just gonna complain about everything, aren't I? I'm just like listening to Wicked in my head. I'm just listening to The Wizard and I in my head, and no one would ever know. In my head it's going, they'll be all about me, and I'll stand there with the wizard, feeling things I never had. I don't know the words. I'd be so happy I could melt. There's gotta be something. There's a connection between, because Violet's powers are the only powers that can kill Venom. She gets that power from Ten, but we know that the power that you get is based on you. And I feel like we can assume there is something Venom-esque connected to Violet. The hair, her mother's illness when she was pregnant with her, all these things make sense. And Dana also being able to kill Venom, her like fire. What's the connection there with Violet being able to kill Venom and Dana being able to kill Venom? Like, why is... A trap! Oh no. How? Is it Atos, or is that too obvious? Like, he obviously is, but there's got to be something else going on. I reckon it's the king. Fuck him. Don't like him anyway. What's the king's name? The king isn't Melgrin, right? Melgrin is the general. Girl, who are these people? I don't know. There's so many people that I don't know who they are. They all kind of intertwine into one person in my head. Ooh. No. Nope. 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 The fuck you do? Okay, 2 dragons have been knocked out in the space of 30 seconds. I have never seen a dragon get knocked out before in my many years as a dragon expert. What? Who's knocking out the dragons? How's that happening? The talk about Xaden and Garrick just said he almost lost it when he heard that Violet was going into like the battle, or like not really battle, but like, you know, danger. He said he's not himself. He said he's not. He said he's ... not himself. Oh my god, this venom shit is crazy. Like, what the fuck? It's actually fucked that you can, like, kind of honestly accidentally maybe draw a little bit of power from the earth and then you fucked for life. Like, it's not fair. The intention should matter, right? And also, doesn't, like, drawing power from the earth sound kind of beautiful? Why is that so bad? Oh my godness. Godness? Oh my godness. This venom is wielding lightning. Also, why do we know that her name is... Oh. Okay, I see what just happened there. Did you see, this line right here? It says, "Holy done, she wielded lightning." I'm guessing that's like holy shit. That's like an expletive, you know? I read that as Holly Dunn. Like, the venom's name's Holly. I was like, why do we now have names for the venom? Why do we now know who the venom are? More names. But no. Holy done. It's an expletive. Thank you. Okay, I did it. I read one chapter. It was kind of fun. It took me 24 minutes, 32 seconds. 34 seconds, 35 seconds, 36 seconds. Hello. It is Sunday night. I did not film it all today because I went to see Moana, so I haven't really been reading. I wasn't planning on filming anything right now. But do you know what just happened? Professor Ryerson just happened. What the fuck? Rebecca, you really know how to take things to new heights. Fantastic. Hey, haven't said hi yet. It's like the afternoon. Did Aura just kill Captain Grady? Did Aura just murder Captain Grady? Oh my god. Not to be like happy about that. There is something a little bit satisfying about Violet being like, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Like, put your hands down. We aren't using our signets. Like, we're not doing it. And Aura being like, yes, we are. And I command you to also. And then her, like, just killing their captain. Oh my god. Gotta go ask my friend about this now. Because what? Okay, so due to recent events, I'm just gonna take back what I said about Aura. This is a lesson to not speak until you have all the information. She has in fact just been I think skewered by a talon. Rest in peace. Violet eating up Markham right now. She said, you don't speak. Not to me, as far as I'm concerned. You have the credibility of a drunkard and the integrity of a rat. Oh. Wow. Wow. He can't... where does he go from there? You can't come back from that. Okay. 10 out of 10 times in this series, my favorite thing is going to be the dragon. Specifically 10. He is just my favorite grumpy proper old man. Like, love him. I'm on chapter 21 and we just had a little back and forth between Andana and 10. Specifically anything with 10. I just love him. Everything he says is so funny. Like Violet being like, do you want to take off your saddle just like to be comfortable? And he's like, as if I would disparage my family name by being unprepared should the enemy. Like he's so good. I love him. I'm really getting into it now. It was a slow start, but I'm really like enjoying. Hello everybody. Good evening. It's bedtime. Well, it is 20 to 10. So I'm about to hop into bed. And we'll probably be reading a little bit more of Onyx Storm. I am nearly 200 pages through and I'm really starting to enjoy myself. I feel like at first I was kind of like, I don't think I'm in the mood for this, but I'm just going to read it because I need to read it before I see a million spoilers. But I'm starting to really, really get back into my love for this series and for whatever, for the characters, blah, blah, blah. One thing that me and my friend have been discussing about this book is that there's a lot of world building. There's a lot of new world building, a lot of new information dumping, and it can be very confusing. I'm not gonna lie. I found myself rereading things a couple times to really understand what the information is, and to be honest, I would prefer to receive the information in a more, you know what I mean? Like I'm just like reading and learning as I read. I'm not like, oh shit, lock in, I need to understand what this paragraph means. This paragraph's important. You know what I mean? I'd rather just be like, not even realise that I'm picking these things up. But regardless, I'm still having a good time. Sorry, back again, because this is just really funny to me and I had to say something about it because I can't shut up. I think it's so funny how Violet keeps talking about sleeping like on 10 while they fly. Like she's like, oh yeah, I need to modify this saddle for sleeping. Can you actually imagine, like actually think about sleeping on the back of a humongous dragon who is flying at like the speed of an aeroplane? Maybe he's not going as fast as an aeroplane, but I feel like he is. Like they get places really fast. And she's just like you are out in the elements. I don't know. Okay, people. I'm not sure what the last thing that I spoke about was, but I'm pretty sure I was just under 200 pages. I am now about 340 pages in. So we've read a lot since the last time I spoke to you. Quick rundown of everything that's happened. We were getting ready to go on the proper mission, like we're gonna go to all the different isles, and the commanders, the people in charge said, you need to come back in between each isle and give us an update. And Violet basically thought in her head, not doing that. So they have just completely disregarded direct orders. They are going to be in big, big trouble. But they've just decided they're going to stay out, search all the isles that they can, and then go back. When they started to go, they were about to leave, Arik showed up and was like, I'm going instead of Holden because I can fly on a dragon and you can't show up in a basket. It's ridiculous. And you're also going to ruin everything because you're so unbearable. So we left Holden behind, thank God, and Arik came with us. We've been searching isles and it's almost just been like, we're getting to know these different, like, each isle that we've gone to has like worshipped a different one of their gods. So like we went to the Isle of Dun, which I think is war, or I don't think it's called the Isle of Dun, but I don't believe that's what it's called, but they worship Dun, which is war. So they were all like, you need to fight us to get us to talk to you. Then we went to the one that worships the god of wisdom, and they were all very like, and Zayden's mum was there, which was so random, and they tried to poison them, but then they poisoned them back, and it was whatever, crazy. Neither of them two would ally or wanted to help or had any idea where the dragon era things were, so not relevant. Then we went to the Isle of Luck. They worship the luck god, Zanal, I think it's called. That was kind of recent. I just read this part. And Traeger died, who was Kat's new boyfriend. So unfortunate, but they agreed to help them. And they were like, we need to go take Traeger and his griffin, because the griffin dies when the rider dies, and we need to set them on fire, because that's what we do. We need to do that on just like a different place, because we're not leaving them on any of these isles. So they go to this random island that they find, and they're like, okay, burning them. They're like, okay, split up. Well, let's search all these these little islands, because these little islands that they found didn't show up on the map. They're like, there must be hundreds of islands out here that we don't have any knowledge of from these maps. Like, split into groups of 2, go search. Riddick and Violet stay behind until the fire burns out. And lo and behold, the Irids have just shown up. That's the last thing that's happened. The Irids have just walked out in front of Violet and said to Violet, hi Violet, or something like that. Or hi Ryder, or hi human, whatever they said. So they can talk to her in her head, which is so weird. So that's where we are. A lot has happened. Oh my god, I'm really excited to read what this is about. Okay. So yeah, we found the dragons, which is crazy. I didn't know if we were going to find the dragons because it was looking kind of peak. Also, some of the isles that they're going to have a little bit of magic on them. Like, the first 2 didn't have any magic. The last one, the Zanal one, had a little bit of magic. And this little island that they're on now, they're like, oh, there's a little bit even more magic here. So there is magic outside of the continent. I want to know what's going on. Something that I just remembered that I wanted to talk about is how incredibly down bad Xaden is, and how I don't know how I feel about it. On one hand, of course, I want Xaden to be so obsessed with Violet. Violet. Of course I do. Anything mistaken there. But it just gets to the point where, like, every time they make eye contact, he's like, you are the air that I breathe. And it's like, okay. I think he's actually said that. You are the air that I breathe. You're the blood that pumps through my veins. You're the only thing that is a thing. We just had, I think he said this when they got on the last island, like the Zanal island. Like, he went up to her and he was like, I'm pissed off with you. And she's like, why? What do I do now? And he's like, you jumped in between me and Riddick when I was going to go for Riddick. And she's like, of course I did. Like, don't be ridiculous. And he's like, don't do that. You're the only thing that matters. And it's like, I get what we're trying to do, but it's like, of course she's going to jump in front of her friend, like, and try and, like, calm you down. You know what I mean? And it's just like, we take it to the nth degree of like, I am so in love with you. You are my only reason to live. Do you understand? Do you understand? I would do anything for you, and I would hurt, and I would level the earth if you asked me to. It's like, okay. And people will be like to him, so who are you loyal to? Like, one of the leaders asked him, because he's like the Duke of Tyrrendor, they were like, so who are you loyal to? Are you loyal to Navarre, or are you like, is Tyrrendor going to be its own thing? And he's like, Violet. And they're like, okay, great. Like, can you give us a real answer? No. I like it, obviously, but there's something about him having this, like, angsty venin thing where he's like, and then also being like, you are the blood in my veins, you are the air that I breathe. It's like, ooh, you know? Hello. I was just getting ready for bed. My face is all red because I was just washing it, but I realised I want to do a final little, before I finish the book, update. It is Sunday night, 9:45. I want to go to sleep soon, but I have about 40 to 50 pages left. So I will hopefully be finishing Onyx Storm tonight. If not, I will hopefully finish it tomorrow morning. Either way, this is going to be my last little update. Hello. I think out of the 3 books, it's probably going to be my least favourite, but I would have to reread them all. I would have to reread Iron Flame to decide on that, because this one's just taken me longer. I've just read it differently. It's been a different pace, and certain parts of the characters I felt not as connected to. But either way, I have enjoyed it. So, gonna finish that off. I hope no one dies, and I'm interested to see if I'm right about my what's his name? Naolin? Was that Ten's first rider? I told you about my Venom theory. Interested to see if that's right. I was talking to my friend who has finished the book, and she was like, the plot twist that's gonna come is not one that I was like, that she was thinking about. She was like, it's like random. She was like, it was out of nowhere kind of thing. I was like, okay. I feel like that Naolin could fit into that. But maybe that is also too obvious. Maybe there's something more. Whatever. We'll see. We'll see. I'm on chapter 60. I need to finish this, but I can't be bothered right now. Okay, hello. Finally, we are here at the end of this video. I was meant to upload this last Friday, but things fell where they may, and it took me longer to read Onyx Storm than I thought it would. Final thoughts. I think I've decided on a 4.25 rating, which is a lot, well, not a lot lower, but it's lower than I would have expected. Both of the other books I rated 5 stars. So that's, you know, not 5 star, but I still did really, really enjoy it. I think if I read it again when I was more in the mood, this could definitely go up in rating. But just because it took me a while to get into it and stuff like that, you know, I can't ignore that. But overall, I did really like it. The ending, I don't even know what to say about it. We didn't get confirmation on my Naolin, I think his name's Naolin, Ten's other rider, his previous riders. We didn't get confirmation on my Venom theory about him, which is annoying, but we also didn't get the denial of it. So keep that theory in mind, people. I found the ending kind of underwhelming. It was like shocking, but in like a I need another chapter kind of way. Like, what do you mean they got married and we don't know what happened? Like, what do you mean by that? Okay, like, what do you mean by that? I do really want to know who is the other Venom, who, like, Zayden's new brother. I've seen some theories. I've seen Garrick, I've seen Bodhi, I've seen some theories being thrown out. I feel like Garrick and Bodhi are the two main ones, but I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to know. I don't think it's either of them, to be honest. I can't see either of them turning Venom just for the sake of turning Venom. You know what I mean? Unless it's like a, you know, there's a reason for it, but whatever. Overall, I had a good time. Definitely didn't disappoint, even though it was a lower rating than I expected. It didn't disappoint me. I really liked seeing more of Riddick in particular. He's a character that I really, really love. Zayden in this book wasn't my favorite. He was just so angsty because of the whole Venom thing. The whole, like, the only thing that matters to me is you, Violet. It's like so great and cute and we love, but you are like, you know, a duke, like responsible for this entire country. I don't know what province, what would we call it? So maybe just like have a little bit of thought for that as well. I mean, he does, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, just it got a little bit like, okay, yeah, we get it, we know you're obsessed with Violet, oh my god, yeah, I get it. But still, as I've said, had a great time. Onyx Storm. That's it. That's the end of this reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of the book, because if you've watched this, you better have already read the book, or else I feel kind of bad. That's it for this video. I really, really hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!